Hello and welcome to the Farmer's Kitchen.
Hello.
Mrs. Farmer.
How are you? What?
Country kitchen, right?
That's right.
What country?
What country are we going to? We're in the U.S.
We're in the U.S., but tonight, let's go to Thailand.
Okay, I like that.
Now there's some things out there when you talk about, I'm making Italian food.
Right.
Spaghetti and meatballs is not really an Italian thing. There's a lot of Americanized things once you got over here.
Mm-hmm.
Way back when, the Italians didn't use a whole lot of meat. That was kind of like sparingly used on the side. A lot of tomatoes, a lot of basil, a lot of wonderful garlic, wonderful fresh flavors.
Yeah.
But you know what? Over time, things have become Americanized. Now, if you go to a Chinese restaurant and you get Crab Rangoon, which you and Kelly love that.
Yes, we do.
Guess what?
What?
Guess where that's from?
Where? The U.S.?
Here.
Okay.
Now,
I did not know that.
They've dated this back to the 50s, and I won't name the restaurant, but they've dated it back to the 50s. They think it started here. Because I don't remember cream cheese coming from China.
No, that's a good appetizer, though.
That is a good appetizer. Well, how can you beat a wonton wrapper, deep fried with cream cheese, crab, and green onions?
I like the best stuff.
So we don't claim to be exactly 1,000% anything.
Right.
If it tastes good, you can do it. There are people that say you can't put noodles in your chili. Well, if you want mushrooms in your chili, or you want marshmallows in your chili,
right.
or you want fried Martian eggs in your chili,
Ooh,
and you like that, have you tried that?
I would like fried Martian eggs.
You can do anything you want. There are no rules to cooking. If you like it, it's
That's
yours.
right.
In our kitchen, we do whatever we want.
That's right.
Now, that being said, tonight we're going to cook a pad thai dish.
It's yummy.
You like.
I do like
You
this.
love it. So when you go to the restaurant, here's something I really want you to do. Pay attention to the taste. That's usually a sweet,
Right.
salty,
Delicious.
sweet, salty, hot, depending on how much spice you want. We're going to do a version of that, our version, what we think, okay, when we eat that, when we go to the restaurant, you know that there's a little cilantro in it, you know there's some peanuts on top.
Right.
You know it's got a peanut butter-ish flavor, there's a sweet taste in there. The chicken is usually sauteed lightly. So I'm going to take what I think will work, and I know they use fish sauce in a lot of Thai recipes. So we're going to make something tonight that's really good. We tried it the other day.
I ate it all.
Get you some rice noodles at the store. They call it rice sticks usually.
Yeah.
You can find those anywhere in the Asian section. Now, every time that you see us cooking in the kitchen, we're cooking dinner.
Right.
Kelly came over hungry tonight, and she said, I want to eat. So after we make this, we're going to stop, turn everything off, and we're going to eat. Then we're going to come back and make the sides. So here we go. Let's get started, because I know you're starving.
I am starving.
Let's get rolling. So let's cut some pieces of chicken up in just little squares.
And this is boneless, skinless thighs.
Boneless. Oh, we love thighs.
Yes, we do.
So we're going to take, and I would say there's 3 of us, so maybe a cup and a half of chicken. And as we put that chicken in there, I want a little flavor in that chicken. So I'm going to put some soy and a little bit of black pepper in there.
Yummy.
You could put white pepper. You could put nothing at all. But I'm just going to season that up as it goes in here. Now, while she's cutting chicken, I'm going to make a sauce. This is soy. I'm going to go probably 2 tablespoons. I'm going to take fish sauce. What do you think fish sauce is made out of, Nikki?
Fish cut.
Squids.
Are you serious?
No, it's made out of fish. It's made out of anchovies for the most part. And I'm going to take and put about, now a little dab will do you on this, but I'm going to go at least, you know what, let's go 2.5 tablespoons of fish sauce. Now, a local restaurant where we get our pad thai, they usually rate it by the amount of stars that you get. How many stars do you want on yours? It goes up to 5.
Like 2 or 3. You like 5. I know you like 5.
So we'll go the easy route. So I'm going to take some brown sugar, some more sweet. Now, we worked hard on the farm today.
Yes, we did.
I worked hard. One-arm guy in the barn, shovel and gravel all day long, 1 shovel at a time.
You did good.
And boy, is my shoulder sore. But I burned off all those calories so I can have some carbs tonight, right?
Guess what I did?
Played with the puppy.
I played with the puppy.
You played with the puppy, shame on you. All right, I'm going to take some rice wine vinegar. I'm going to put, let's say, there's your bite, let's put 2 tablespoons in there. Let me come back with some peanut butter. So I'm going to come back with some peanut butter because I like that peanutty taste, and there's some more sweet. All right. Now I'm just going to take a dab of sesame oil. One thing about making Asian food, don't be intimidated. Keep some oyster sauce around, keep some fish sauce around, keep some Bangkok peanut sauce around, and there's so many things you can do with just a few combinations. So now, Nikki, how many stars?
2 or 3. That looks like 5 to me.
No. It's not going to be bad.
Okay.
I promise. So let's take a teaspoon.
Okay.
And a half.
What does Kelly like? She likes 1 star.
It's not that hot. Now that's
Okay.
chili paste. Here is our sauce.
That's what makes it, I think, is your sauce.
Want to taste it?
Yeah.
See
Can I
where we're
get
at?
a little taste? That's good. That's perfect.
It's got a little heat, but it's not overbearing. So now I'm just going to take this soy and let that kind of sink in a little
Soak
bit.
on the chicken.
Yeah, if you want to mix that up a little bit in there.
All right.
All right, Mrs. Farmer, it's time to roll the sleeve up.
Ready? You're getting serious.
It's getting serious. You want to see my serious look?
I do. Wow, that's scary. That's not serious.
Serious.
That's kind of whatever. That's silly. I like it.
Is this serious?
That's very serious.
Thank you very much. All right, so I'm going to warm my skillet up. You want to start everything you do almost with a warm skillet. So I'm going to just turn the little middle part of that burner on. All right, so I'm taking my chicken out. I'm trying to drain most of the soy off of it. Then I'm going to come back with just a little cornstarch. So I'm just going to spread some cornstarch in there and just kind of mix that up. Let the cornstarch stick to that. Now you saw us do this on our bourbon chicken we made a while back. You don't need to get stuck in a rut. There's so many wonderful recipes out there. You know what? Say your restaurant doesn't have the hours that you like to keep. Say they close early, or say they're not open on a certain day, and you want that food,
Make it yourself.
make it yourself.
So the cornstarch gives it a nice coating, doesn't it?
It gives it a little coating when you're cooking it. It just gives it a little nice coating. All right. Take some oil. Use whatever kind of oil you like. I'm gonna crank that up a little bit now. That's a lot of chicken
But we're hungry. We're starving.
for such a little bowl. And they say you can't use metal in a cast iron skillet. Yes, you can. Won't hurt a thing. Cast iron is pretty tough stuff. Now, because we have more soy and we have fish sauce, I'm not going to put any more salt in it. If you want it really salty, you could. And even peanut butter has some salt in it, so we're not going to do that. Doesn't that look wonderful?
It does.
Look at that beautiful chicken.
Yummy.
I could eat that.
I know it.
Make a meal out of it. But Mrs. Farmer,
We have to
we're
wait.
far from done.
I know.
I find a garlic press to be one of my best friends. Now, being a one-armed dude, you don't have to cut it up. With garlic, what you want is fresh, small pieces, and to get that flavor throughout everything. And a garlic press, boom, shoots it right out there, you're good to go. So we're gonna take our garlic, and remember with your garlic, you don't want it to overcook because it gets a little bitey. So as that's getting ready, I'm gonna take some of this cabbage. Now, a lot of recipes call for bean sprouts. We don't have any bean sprouts. I do want some green in here. Just a little bit of cabbage. Some people put tofu. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm saving my tofu for a later surprise. Just a little bit of cabbage. Now, if you wanted to, you could also put some regular onions in here.
Oh, wow. I smell that garlic. Yummy.
Now, I'm just gonna lightly toss this. Oh, you know what, Miss Farmer? Let's get some water going. We gotta get some noodles going.
Okay.
All right, one thing when you're at the store, I'm not making my own rice noodles.
Oh, yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Oops. Easy to buy.
But you can buy those in the store just about anywhere. And they have different sizes, they have different types,
They cook quick.
they cook quick.
They're good.
And we're just gonna plop those in there. Let that go for a few minutes. Nikki, why don't you take some of that cilantro
Okay.
and chop that up just a little bit.
Just the tops of it you want?
Yeah,
All right.
we're gonna need some of that for our next recipe too.
Yes, we are.
Now, some people don't like cilantro. Some people think it tastes like soap or cardboard or whatever. You don't like it, don't put it in. You can put tofu in this. You can put eggs in this. We're not gonna do that.
That good?
Go on our own route. Yeah, it'll work. So let's strain these noodles.
Alrighty.
Something else I gotta do here, Mr. Farmer. Take my green onion, cut it up a little bit. Let's get up in the green here. Now it's time, Mrs. Farmer, to bring everything together.
Yummy.
The chicken,
Let's see, chicken. One more piece. Don't lose.
cabbage. At this time, I would like to bring our noodles in.
Alrighty. Oh,
Now there is a nice looking bunch of food. Now, Mrs. Farmer, if you will, kind of drizzle that in.
As you
and
stir.
I'll stir stuff around. Go ahead. Now these are the really fine noodles, and we really had no choice because that's the only thing we had at the store.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
And
good.
like I said, I'm not going to be making any of my own rice noodles. All right, now if you will, chop me some peanuts.
I will. With my famous little chopper.
With your famous little chopper. So now we're going to come with just a little bit of that cilantro.
Ready?
All right.
Oh,
Everything's coming together. It's looking mighty beautiful.
this makes me happy.
Now, Ms. Farmer, if you'll hold this up here,
Ready?
dip this out.
I love noodles.
Now, Ms. Farmer, I would like you to tell me if that's a reasonable rendition.
Oh, that looks so good. Can I go first?
Yeah. Can't wait to see what you think. I did this 2.5 stars for you. Is that a positive?
Very
Oh,
good.
look at that. Tell me that's not a whole lot like what you would get at a restaurant,
That is so good.
except it's fresh.
Everything's delicious. The chicken's delicious. The noodles.
That's delicious.
I need
It's
some-
wonderful.
I need to eat it.
So what we're going to do is now we're going to eat. We're going to actually sit down this time and eat like normal people. We'll be right back with another recipe. How about it, Ms. Farmer?
Good job.
All right, we're gonna make some soup. Now these things are not necessarily in the order that you would fix them,
Right.
but we're starving. We had to eat.
That's good.
You get hot and sour soup at the restaurant. What do you taste? Think about, what do you taste? What do you get?
Vinegary? I'm not sure.
Vinegar. That's the rice vinegar usually. And I always taste usually I like some green pepper in it. You don't want to overcook anything in here. You taste some onion. And it depends on what some people put. Some people put ginger, some people don't. You taste the soy, the saltiness of the soy.
Very hot.
Very hot due to red pepper flakes.
You love it?
So what we're gonna do is gonna start out with 28 ounces chicken broth. Now one thing I'll do is I'm gonna add just a little bit of bouillon,
Oh, yeah.
a little chicken bouillon. That just adds a little salt, a little flavoring to stock it up a bit. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put my green peppers in. I've just got them cut up, smaller pieces.
You want your onion?
Yeah, let's cut some smaller pieces of onion. What else do you want in your hot and sour soup? Well, there's a lot of things you can do. I'm gonna put some little pieces of bamboo shoot in there. Just cut some strips. I always like that consistency and a little bit of flavor that they have. Just gonna cut some of that up. So I want that onion flavor. And consistency wise, I like some bamboo shoots,
I do too.
which you can get anywhere, usually in a can. Now I'm gonna start out.
You're going 5, aren't you? Whew.
No, I don't know. That's only about, that's not even a whole teaspoon. We're gonna taste as we go along. I don't want it to get too hot for you. I want you to like it. I know you like it.
I always like it.
So I don't want to get it too hot. Now you notice when you get your hot and sour soup, a lot of times it's really thick. How do you get that thick consistency?
How do you?
Cornstarch. Now some people will mix some cornstarch with water and thicken it
Right.
up, or you can actually put it in with the rice wine vinegar that you're going to put in there anyway. And we'll do that in here in a minute. We need some soy. Let's put about 2 tablespoons in there. Would you like some water chestnuts in there?
I love water chestnuts, so
Want
yes.
some water chestnuts?
Yes.
We'll put some in there then. Since you like them, and if it makes you happy.
It does make me happy.
Can I see your happy look? Whoa, let me see happy, happy. That looks surprised and
Was
happy.
it? Okay.
One other thing I'm going to put, this is half shiitake and half oyster. Now, I didn't have any wood mushrooms. I would like to have some of those. I don't have them. Got to have some mushrooms. So we got a good start here, Mrs. Farmer.
We do. You forgot my water chestnuts.
We'll do that. All right, look, it's already starting to look like it.
Yes, it is.
Now, if you will just julienne me some carrots there.
Uh-huh.
See what you got going on. Let's just cut those in pieces.
Right.
Beautiful. Now, those,
Ooh.
being that they're so small,
Want 'em in?
those will cook up fairly quickly. I'm not going to bring that to a huge rolling bowl. Keep on putting those in there.
Why don't you have water chestnuts?
Oh, yeah. Water chestnuts.
You don't. I want water chestnuts.
I will help you out. You like a bunch of them, don't you? Mm-hmm. Now we've already got the look going. Now, since we have to put rice wine vinegar, that's where we get our tang, and we want to put some cornstarch in for the thickness, may as well put those together and mix them up. We don't want to overcook any of those ingredients. I want the onions, the carrots, and even the green pepper to have just a little bit of crunch left. At this point, we're going to take our cornstarch and our vinegar and add that in, and that will thicken that nicely. And in a minute, we're going to cut our tofu into appropriate size pieces. Now see how that thickened that out and changed the color a little bit? Now we're going to take our, and I like the firm tofu, and I'm going to take this and cut it into bite-sized pieces. So we're going to take, this is one of the last steps, Mrs. Farmer. I tell you what, now while I'm cutting this tofu, Mrs. Farmer, if you will take just shave me just a little bit of ginger, just a tad more, that's good. That's perfect. Don't need much. Now if you will beat this egg up a little bit, Nikki.
I will.
Pop that in one of these little bowls here. And I'll tell you what, Mrs. Farmer, this looks just like the hot and sour soup we get at our favorite restaurant. Look at that. Yum. The thickness is there. All the ingredients are there. Now right now I'm dipping Kelly out some before the egg because Kelly's allergic to eggs. Mm. So the last thing we're going to do is I want you to slowly pour that. Now think about egg drop soup. Just a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. That's good. What do we have, Mrs. Farmer?
A yummy soup.
We have hot and sour soup.
That was so simple.
There's nothing to it.
Yeah.
And just like that,
voila.
I need a bowl.
Okay.
Okay, now here's Kelly's. Look, if you do that without the egg, it'll have a little darker color.
We get to try Kelly's? Oh, let's eat all Kelly's.
That's it.
That's good. Woo, you peppered that.
I didn't put that much in it.
Good.
You know, it is hot and sour soup.
Oh, wow. That's delicious.
Just enough ginger.
Nice and crunchy. I like that. That's delicious. Mm.
There's hardly anything you can't do in your own home. This is living proof. And you know what? I think we're going to clean the counter off and clean these bowls out. And then we'll be right back with our fake Chinese recipe.
That's right.
It's made in America.
That's right.
But people eat it at a lot of Chinese restaurants. Called Crab Rangoon. Let's eat this. Mrs. Farmer?
Yes.
Ready for our appetizer that you get at Chinese restaurants? It's not really Chinese.
Yes, I am ready. I love it.
It's really good. I mean, you can't beat it. So what's your ingredients? How do you make it?
Well, I have a package of cream cheese that I've let set out to room temperature.
Gotcha.
6 ounces of the imitation crab. I think that's kind of the best. I probably got
You want to see imitation crab?
Yeah, I want to see imitation. Wow, that's really nice. And then I have...
Is that a wasp?
No, I'm not falling for that. And then I have some onions here, green onions. I cut up, it's probably 2. I just cut up a little bit, as much as you like. Here we have 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire.
Phonetically, if you look at it, it's Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
I can never say that right.
But most people say it Worcester.
All right, so we have 2 teaspoons of that stuff. And then half a teaspoon of soy.
Just made out of fish.
It is?
Worcestershire.
Really? I did not know that.
Yes.
And I have a garlic clove.
Gotcha.
So I'm just going to mix all this together. We have our little wontons here. We're going to make little packages. And let's mix
We've
it
had
up.
green onions and everything tonight.
Yes, we have.
We're going to reek.
This is one of my favorite things to eat.
We're going to get our oil up to about 325, 330. Then we're going to start backing it off. I don't want to go all the way up to 375.
And if you want to give me a little salt and pepper,
okay,
and even a little bit of sugar, I think it makes it good. Yeah.
This is going to be our dessert.
Yes.
Everything's kind of out of order tonight. This was supposed to be the appetizer.
It makes a good dessert. Well, we could make our own homemade sauce for this, you know. If you have apricot, we do have some.
I can make your own apricot sauce?
Yeah, we'll do that. It's apricot, like a preserves, and then we're going to put some rice wine vinegar in there, equal parts, and some soy. And that makes a wonderful dipping sauce.
There's your sweet and your sour.
Yeah.
So
Look
that's
good?
it. Garlic, green onions, fake crab, Worcestershire sauce,
Smell that.
a little soy, that'll work. And you need a little sugar. Do you want some sugar?
Oh yeah, I thought you had
like
put some in. I do want some sugar.
Because this
Yes.
is dessert, right?
Yes, this is kind of dessert.
It's to sweeten that up.
All right. Now I'm gonna make little packages is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Let's see.
And our oil is up to 250.
Little bowl of water here. I'm gonna kind of dab around the edges so that'll help pull it together.
Just fold it up along the top there.
We got a little package. What do you think? All right, see how pretty those are?
Yeah,
Kelly did them.
Kelly is the artistic one
She's good at
when
this.
it comes to arts and crafts
Yes, she is.
and fancy foods.
Look how pretty those are.
Those are beautiful. I'm just going to drop them in here.
Oh, these are so yum.
Smell that?
Yes, I do.
Just till they're golden brown. Check our temperature. Should be going down.
Do the last ones for you. Oops. I got your last 3. You know why Kelly's so good at this? Because you made these for her when she was little, and she's made them ever since.
You know what? I think she was kind of amazed that you could make these in your own house.
Yes.
After we'd gone to the restaurant, and she really liked them.
And you can make them taste better because what you want in them.
Oh yeah. It's important if you're going to do some deep frying to have your little thermometer on the side there. It really helps out. I tell you, I used to wing everything as a kid. Never use a meat thermometer. Thermometers are nice. We're almost there.
Those look so good.
So what's in your sauce again?
Oh, you could buy plum sauce or thing, but I thought, let's make our own. So this is apricot preserves. I have
Right.
a little over 2 tablespoons. And then I have some rice wine vinegar and some soy. I have half a teaspoon of both.
Gotcha.
Put that in. And then I
A little bit of ginger.
put a little bit of ginger in there. All right, let's see how that tastes. Because we need dipping sauce.
All right. We're
Oh,
done,
wow.
Mrs. Farmer. Looky there.
Yay. Those
Ooh.
look so good.
They blistered up a little bit.
They look better than the restaurant.
Shh, don't tell
Those look
anybody.
really good.
Cooking is so much fun. You know, the funny thing is every now and then we'll be out and about and somebody will say, aren't you afraid of running out of ideas? Are you serious? You could never, ever run out of ideas and run out of recipes. Now, one thing about these, they look so good and you want to eat them. You'll pop them in your mouth. You go to the hospital because they stay hot. That cream cheese just stays so hot when you fry it like
Let me
that.
see. Oh, they're getting pretty good.
Be careful.
Ooh, see the steam?
Be careful.
I'll give you the big side. You got to try the sauce. I could eat 100 of those.
Okay, 200.
Could you? Do you like the sauce? Is that the best? That homemade sauce is so good.
Wow, those are good.
Those are really good.
Those are phenomenal.
Let's eat them all so Kelly doesn't get any.
So here's the deal. We've been from Thailand to China, back to America
That's right.
in less than a half hour. But the show's almost over. But if you wondered how to make stuff like this right in your own kitchen, where would you go, Ms. Farmer?
I go to timfarmerscountrykitchen.com.
We also share recipes and conversation on Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen Facebook page.
Yes, we do.
But that's extremely difficult to get on. How do you even navigate
Think about
that?
doing that? You hit like.
Oh, tough
That's really
stuff.
tough. That's right.
But sadly, Mrs. Farmer, we have to leave our friends and family out there
That's
on
right.
TV land. But that being said, it's all about
Good times
good friends.
and really good eats.
We'll see you next week
Really
on Tim
good
Farmer's
eats.
Country Kitchen.
These are so. This is delish.
We might try to cook outside next week.
You want to?
Let's try to do that.
To order a cookbook, email timfarmerck@gmail.com.